Welcome to the final Exodus. After working all morning on Monday of March 13th, 2023, the last thing on my mind was the mark of the beast. But that all quickly changed when the Spirit of the One who created all things began to speak to me as I transitioned out of my work clothes. Although I have grown in my ability to hear His voice, I have never perceived His voice for an entire afternoon. That is, until that day of March 13th, 2023. The sheer magnitude of the information was overwhelming. As He began to speak to me, His statements were simple, but He followed them with an explosion of thoughts. I have tried to consolidate my thoughts in the creation of the previous 3 videos. If you have not seen my previous 3 videos in the Mark of the Beast playlist, please watch these videos before continuing with this video. Pray about everything you are hearing from me. May God bless your spiritual understanding. Let's get started with today's new topic, Kingdom Identity, Revealed and Sealed. In today's video, we are talking about the number, as it is referred to in Revelation 13, 17, and 18. It is mentioned as the number of the beast, the number of his name, and the number of a man. Prepare yourself for a radical transformation in your thinking. Focus on the word number as we read Revelation 13, 16 through 18 together. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. For weeks I've been pondering, how is it possible that the simple truth regarding the number of the beast has been hidden from all our eyes? Here is one possible explanation. When we look at Revelation 13, something strange takes place in all of us. We tend to see the subjects we are passionate about. Our mind quickly focuses on the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. We automatically ignore the root of the revelation, the number of a man. When that happens, it is impossible to understand the depth and meaning of this passage. Therefore, what gets expressed has more to do with assumptions and misconceptions than it does the revelation of God. A proper understanding of Revelation 13, 17 through 18 emanates from the number of a man identity. A proper understanding is rooted in the identity of the natural man. He was quickly dealing with my misconceptions on that afternoon of March 13th. The next thing he told me was, the mark of the beast does not give people new identity. The mark of the beast reveals identity. The mark of the beast seals identity. Stick around as I flush out many thoughts that were downloaded into my mind in the split seconds that followed. The identity of the natural man is what he was driving home here. As I have shown in the previous videos, the natural man is a godless, carbon-based life form. He derives his identity from the earth as a carbon-based life form. This natural man's identity from the earth was that of Adam and every man since. That is why the number of the natural man has always been 666. But wait, there is more. It is true that the number of the natural man is 666, and that is not new. But that must mean that the number of the beast is also not new. For it is from this ancient identity of the natural man that the beast gets its number. The number of the beast is the number of a man. And that can only mean one thing. If the number of the beast is derived from the identity of the natural man in the garden, the number of the beast is as old as creation itself. The number of the beast has always been 666. This is where it gets interesting. While everyone looks forward because of Revelation 13:18, God was taking me back to the garden. While everyone reads Revelation 13 as a picture of the last days, God was showing me a bird's eye view that connected the natural man with the beast government throughout time. As you connect the dots of this information, it will make you laugh. It will make you laugh because it is so simple and so obvious. You will wonder how it is possible that this understanding has been hidden from everyone's eyes for all these years. As you deepen your understanding of the information provided in this playlist, after you laugh, you will feel an urge to cry. You will perceive that an incredible veil lies over the eyes of all people. You will want to cry because this hidden truth is so horrifying for humanity. You will grieve because you will see how the entire human population has experienced such a great deception. You will grieve because the deception has become so obvious and undeniable concerning the futile history of the natural man and the devastation to come. You will grieve because people are simply so unaware, and even worse, they don't seem to care. So, this physical veneer and consequential spiritual deception impacts all of us for the entire length of our lives. None of us clearly sees Yah's perspective. And for me, while I have always seen the book of Revelation as a foretelling of end-time events, I was being led to see it from God's perspective. I was beginning to see the number of the beast as something rooted in the identity of man, which has its origins in Genesis. He was driving home the fact that the mark of the beast does not give people a new identity, it reveals their identity. And, since the beginning of time, there have only been two human identities, the natural man and the child of God. There is no new third identity. The Bible speaks at length about these two identities, the sheep and the goats, the wheat and the tares, the wheat and the chaff, the 5 wise virgins and the 5 foolish virgins, those who are under the lordship of Jesus and those who are not. Are you still paying attention? This deception descends much deeper. Not one of us goes around saying we are a goat or a tare or chaff. You don't think that the 5 foolish virgins knew that they were foolish, do you? What kingdom did they think they were in? There is more. Just as there are 2 human identities, the natural man and the child of God, there are also 2 kingdoms dating back to the first pages of Genesis. The kingdom of this world and the kingdom of heaven. But has this amazing fact dawned on you yet? The number of the beast is exactly the same as the number of a man, but it is not the same thing. Wait a minute, what? The number of a man represents a physical identity. The number of the beast represents a spiritual identity. Both are of this world. Both belong to the kingdoms of this world. The spiritual number of the beast is in accordance with the physical number of a man. The spiritual number of the beast is in accordance with the natural man's spiritual condition. Are you beginning to understand the alignment of this kingdom identity? It will take me another video to scratch the horrifying depth of this beast kingdom and his number that ascended way back in the garden. You don't want to miss this. For now, let's do a little recap of the most important points. Way back in Genesis 10 and 11, Satan tried to make a one-world government through a man named Nimrod. But God established boundaries for the nations so that he could not do it. The Creator of all things has restrained Satan from destroying the national sovereignty of Babylon and uniting all natural men under the government of the beast. But the restrainer has already been taken away. Soon a spiritual mark will go forth that will reveal the natural man's spiritual identity as a spiritual member of the beast kingdom and seal his spiritual fate forever. In the next videos, I will attempt to show that the number of the beast has way more spiritual significance throughout history than anyone, including me, has seen or can see. And this hiding of spiritual truth through a physical outward appearance that conceals a less pleasant or credible reality was designed by the one who is truth. God made it that way. I think you are really going to love learning more about the number of the beast and its relationship to the rising beast global government. Watch for my next video. In the meantime, I will leave you with Revelation 14 to ponder. Read with me. Then another angel, a third one, followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If anyone worships the beast and his image, and receives a mark on his forehead or on his hand, he also will drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is mixed in full strength in the cup of his anger, and he will be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment goes up forever and ever. They have no rest day and night, those who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receives the mark of his name."